What's up, my Virgos? I hope you guys are doing well this month. Welcome to your December 2024 reading. If you are here from TikTok, thank you so much for coming along. It's nice to really dive into your energy in its own, like I'm so used to doing the modalities and all the energies are like compressed together. So it's nice to dive into each sign's energy just to see what's really going on there. I did shuffle off camera. Honestly, this is my second time, doing your video just because, the energy was a little bit back and forth and I was trying to figure it out. So I was like, let me just stop the camera real quick and I'll come back when I feel like the messages is um, more exact. So let's just hop right on into it because I feel like you guys have a lot of anxiety going on this month. What I'm really feeling is you guys are so used to relying on your brain to move forward, kind of like my cancers, right? Um, if you have cancer placements, definitely take a look at that video because these two are kind of feeling the same. But you guys are used to using your brain, in order to move forward and to make decisions. And Spirit really wants you to get deeper into leaning into your feminine energy and diving deeper into your intuition and not overthinking your steps, okay? There's a lot of overthinking energy here, and I feel like you guys don't want to make the wrong decision. So it's not like this overthinking is coming from, a bad place, but you guys don't want to shortchange yourself. And what Spirit is saying is when you get that intuitive inkling the first time, that is what you should be following, and that is what you should be acting out on immediately. So if you also have Sagittarius placements, look at Sagittarius reading too. I feel like if you piece together your whole chart, Virgos, it's gonna make sense, and that understanding that you need to move forward is it's gonna be there. That's just a little tip for y'all for this month. But I feel like you guys need to stop being so timid and overthinking what it is that you need to be doing and just go do it. When you're in a space of calm, and you don't really feel that anxiety coming through and whew, wow. When you're in a space of receptivity, it is because you are calm. It is because you are open. It's because you don't have those alarms going off in your brain, right? When you experience that, when you get those messages in that state of being, those are the messages and the intuitive inklings that you should be following, okay? And then for some of you, it looks like you're having some type of dilemma with another person and you don't really know which way to go, right? You don't know what to do. And I see that here in this pile because you have remembrance and then you have Layla and Grace and Antoinette and understanding. And I feel like you guys have to connect with your own sense of, inner justice and your own inner nurturing as well, just to see how you want to be taken care of and how you should feel. And whenever you connect with yourself and what you want and how you want to feel, you're then going to reflect that out to that person. So, for an example, if I don't know, like let's say if someone treated you foul, right? What Spirit wants you to do is instead of over analyzing everything and over analyzing your mood or your thoughts or your moves, Spirit wants you to go deep within and just start asking yourself, number one, is this how you want to be taken care of? Is this how you want to feel? Is this how you want yourself to be nurtured? And if it's not, if this is not the type of relationship that you want, then how do you want to exit out that situation? And allow yourself to really ponder on that so you're not making any rash decisions from a place of anxiety or fear, right? You really want to make sure that you're able to calm your nerves and calm yourself down so you're making the proper decisions, so you're understanding the whole entire situation without overthinking. I hope this is making sense. Um, it feels like I'm all over the place, really. And I, and again, I don't know if I said it, but I am a Virgo moon, so I understand. I understand because when it comes to emotions and dealing with people, I don't really like to deal with people in a place of like, I don't like to be emotionally reactive. You know what I mean? I like to make sure that I'm handling things the right way. So instead of, responding right away, I stop, I withdraw, I'm quiet, and I immediately go into my head and I start processing. But when anxiety comes in, that's when I start overthinking everything. And I have to calm my nerves and I have to start looking at my truths. I have to go back into myself and ask myself, is this how you really treat a person? No. Are there actions showing me that of a good person? No. Are these good characteristics that can benefit me? No. Yes. And I have to really go in and analyze that. And yes, it takes time, but I am owed that time. This reminds me of this lesson that we've learned back in 2020 to 2021, where we don't need to be pressured by anybody to make a decision. And in situations that are highly stressful, those situations for sure we need to take a step back and ponder on and take all the time that we need. We need to move on our own time. We need to jump when we say jump. We need to respond to someone when we feel like we need to respond instead of going on and on in our head, or allowing ourselves to be taken for a ride by what somebody else thinks is right, right? We have our own inner justice system, and we need to really connect with our intuition and connect with our parts of our brain because, your intuition does come through thought forms and not only feelings, but thought forms, information. Like, I feel like you guys have a really good clairvoyance, but I feel like you guys also have that gift where information will come to you and you don't know where it's from. I forgot the name of that Claire. But when you guys are able to withdraw and you're able to get away from the thing that's causing you that much stress, you're able to really dive deeper into your intuition and see things for what they really are. And you're able to look at life from your own lens, and you are a good judge of character, may I add. So really lean on that and rely on that and rely on your own integrity to really show you what's best for you and what's not. Okay? Because we have this message here that says you are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. Yes, go into your happy place and put things like, it's okay to block the world out, is what I'm trying to say. It's okay to block the world out so you can create this space for yourself to ponder. Never allow someone to push you into a corner so you have to make a decision immediately. Don't react or respond impulsively either. Take your time. Take your time. It's okay. All right. Definitely. So I see Cancer and Sagittarius in this reading for sure. The Sagittarius, their reading was more so about understanding what cause and effect does to everybody, that every action has a reaction, understanding the basis of karma. And when you understand, the karmic energy, the ebbs and flows of the universe in that area of karma, you understand that every decision that you make matters. And there's a consequence, whether good or bad, for every decision. So when you take that into consideration, you're able to make decisions for, you know, that life that you want, that supports the life that you want, that supports who you are as a person. And with cancers, whenever like roadblocks occur, or obstacles occur, instead of pushing forward, it was to take a step back, right? it was to halt because some information is being shown to you. And whenever that obstacle occurs, it's time for you to take a step back and look at the situation as a whole, broaden your vision. That's why I was seeing that clairvoyance energy in here, right? Open your eyes. Maybe there's some rose colored glasses you're wearing, and maybe there's something that you're not seeing. Really take a step back and look at the situation with a different set of eyes so you can see exactly, what's happening, so you can see the truth, so you can assess the person's moves, so you can assess what's really going on and make the decisions that you need to make that are going to put you in a better position. Like checkmate. I play chess, not checkers. So yeah, really understanding the people that are in your world. But with this card here also that talks about compassion, seeing things from another person's perspective, I feel like that's to help you understand that everybody has wounds, everybody is hurt, right? And when you lean into that compassion and that empathy, you're understanding it from their perspective. You're understanding why they're making the decisions that they're making, or why they're responding and reacting the way that they're responding and acting, right? Where is this energy coming from? And with this compassion, does this energy serve you? Do you need to be around here? I love you, I care about you, but I love myself enough to say I don't need to be around this energy because I've surpassed wherever you're at. I've healed from wherever you healed from, and you're too deep within this shit to know your way out. And I'm not going to help you out, and I'm not going to be your scapegoat type shit, right? I'm not your mother. So don't look at me, as an outlet for your pain and for your energy. I'm not going to soothe your wounds and lick your wounds. I have my own shit to take care of. Like that is the vibe that I'm really getting from my Virgos. You don't have to nurture everybody that needs help. You don't have to answer everybody's needs. It's okay for you to come to yourself and for you to really, go to your, humble abode, your secure place, and to really dive deep into you and to focus on you for a bit, no matter what. Whenever you needs to do that, you needs to answer that call for yourself and listen. And you're not being mean or apathetic. You know what? Actually, fuck that. I love apathy. I love apathy because apathy helps me have compassion for myself. So, yes, I am being apathetic towards your needs right now because my focus does not need to be on you. It's okay to be apathetic, right? But it's also okay to understand why people are making the decisions that they're making through the lens of empathy. Okay? Both empathy and apathy are needed. I really hope you guys are following me with this because it's like a lot of detective work, and I really have to slow my brain down in order to really get all the messages. Like I really have to expand on the awareness of this reading, and it's really taking me through your energy because I feel like you guys are of service for people so much, and you love giving and doing for people, and you forget yourself and you forget your needs, and you forget that, this is not your responsibility. Other people, like that's not your responsibility. You're not their mama, you're not their daddy, and they are very much so capable of taking care of themselves, right? It's okay for you to support, but you don't have to save everybody and be there for everybody. You need you. And then when your emotions are not balanced, when your mindset is not balanced, you don't want to make decisions that don't benefit you and that don't serve you. So that's even more so of a reason why you need to isolate yourself, and you need to come to and think straight. Get your emotions balanced and get your mindset balanced so you can move forward, okay? I want to reiterate that message. So if we move forward here, we have the high priest or high priestess, which talks about responsibility. And it talks about schooling, or this card, Maya, talks about schooling, study, and education can help your life's purpose and your personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. And this honesty card here, this really tells me that you guys, like, when it comes to the truth, you guys have easy access to the truth, right? Spirit tells you everything exactly as it is and like it is, and tells you what time of day it is and how you need to move. And it is your responsibility here to listen to that. When you get those intuitive nuggets or those intuitive nudges, it's your responsibility to abide by that truth. It's your responsibility to listen to that because you are essentially doing the universe's work in real time. I hope that makes sense. That's what I'm feeling. It feels like you guys are truth tellers and truth bringers, and your ability to speak the truth and to walk in the truth is very much so needed, and it's going to inspire people to change. So, walking your walk and talking your talk and making sure that you are balanced enough to do so, it's very important to you. Like, you guys are very integral individuals. Okay, okay. Your integrity is very much so important to you guys, and it's important that you listen to those messages, right? So if I move forward and I move to this initiation card reverse, this tells me that when you listen to the truth that is being told to you, that is protection for you. So you avoid, you know, so you avoid tying yourself to people, places, or things that are going to take advantage of you and that are not going to feed you. You don't want to feel obligated and put your work into something that's not going to, benefit you or feed you or give back to you. You know what I mean? You don't want burdens in your life. You want ease, you want flow, you want support, you want to give when you want to give, you want to do when you want to do for people. You don't want to sign yourself up for individuals that, are going to drain you because they want you to take care of them, they want you to nurture them, right? Like, this gives me pit stop vibe energy. Like, I used to have friends that would put themselves into situations, right? I would tell them the truth of the situation. I would tell them what time of day it is and why they shouldn't make this decision because I had the ability to really sit and think and process my decisions and the decisions of others. I would utilize my gift to help them, and they would, treat me as if I'm a know it all and that I don't know what the freak I'm talking about. And they would go do the opposite. They would, make decisions for themselves that don't really support them and bring them to happiness and make them feel taken care of. And then when the shit would hit the fan, they would want that loving and nurturing energy. And for a while, I would say, oh, poor thing, it's okay. Did you learn? If you learn from your lessons, then it's all good, until I started to realize that they were not learning. They were not learning, but they loved feeling good because it kept them away from, hitting rock bottom and feeling that rock bottom. It kept them away from recognizing the severity of the situation that they're in and learning their lessons. So they use you as a pit stop, a fuel center. And when they're ready to get out and go, they go ahead and ditch you until you are complacent and being, the thing that gives them the fuel to go out there and make the stupid decisions that they want to make. You know what I mean? That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. You don't want to be linked with those people. And when you leave people, sometimes, they will lash out, which is why I feel like there's this energy here where you have to understand that people are going to lash out at you for not doing what they want, for you not doing what they want you to do. Let them have their temper tantrums. They're not getting what they want from you, and it's okay to starve them and to deprive them of that. You don't need that shit. That's not your responsibility. Okay? So don't don't attach yourself at all to those people. At all. And if you have Aries placement, go look at the Aries reading too. Like I'm saying, you guys are gonna utilize these readings as a little puzzle piece, and it's gonna be cool. So moving forward, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. And then you have choices and risks. Yes, it is ultimately up to you to decide what the freak you want to surround yourself by, who you want to help, right? Your energy to give and to do and to make people feel better and to nurture others, that's your gift. And that is for you to decide when you want to use it. Don't allow other people to tell you when you should use it. And the moment they start becoming entitled, they need to go to the door. They need to exit stage left, my love. You need to really hone your gift and take control over your gift. And the best way for you to do that is to really stop before you make any decision and to think. Slow down, ponder, think about what it is that you want to do. Think about how you feel. Think about your future plans and establish your boundaries based off of what it is that you really want. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to continue to give to others, I know that my cup needs to be full, right? So if someone asks me to do something that I know is going to deplete my energy, I'm going to really, before I'm going to think about it, right? And I'm going to ponder on how much energy I'm going to use. And then I get to that dilemma that, oh, this is going to require me to utilize a lot of energy that I know is going to leave me at an empty cup. And because it's going to leave me at an empty cup, I'm going to have to decline. I'm sorry, love. It's a no for me because I need my cup to be full right now and I'm already operating at half empty, right? And if I know that I have somebody around me that needs, that like they're going through some type of, stressful breakup, right? And I know they're going to cry. I know they're going to talk my ear off for 4 hours straight. I know that this is going to require a lot of energy from me. I am simply going to keep that in mind and I'm going to tell that person, like, hey, I love you. I want to be there for you. But I'm not in the right mind space or emotional space to give that to you right now. Can you give me the day to just recharge my batteries? And then tomorrow or 3 days from now we can link up and we can talk about it. My batteries will be recharged and you will have all of my attention and I won't have all of this friction in my emotional body and in my brain getting in the way of me being 100% present for you. you know really communicating from that space, communicating from that truth, it does a lot of wonders for people, and it really opens people's eyes to the fact that you love them and you care for them. And if they can't appreciate that, if they can't abide by that, fuck them, period. Fuck them, fuck them, because they're not trying to love you and they're not trying to give you that space. They're trying to drain you dry. We don't need that. We don't need that, right? We need open communication and truth and honesty, and we need that honesty to be appreciated. I've encountered a lot of people that don't appreciate my honesty, and they've made me feel like I was a bad person because I couldn't give them what they wanted. And I've held that so close to my chest for such a long time. And when I started really understanding that their needs weren't being met by them and they were looking at me to meet their needs, I kind of understood and I got out of taking it personal. And I was able to reclaim my power by saying, I am not your mother. I am not your caretaker. I am not your father either. I have my own self to worry about. And when it's time for me to worry about myself and it's time for me to really take a step back, I have every right to do so, because you're not going to take care of me, obviously. You want me to give to you. You're not taking care of me. So keep that in mind, Virgo. The month of December, you are literally reclaiming your own authority of yourself and your ability to nurture and to give. And that gift is important. And in order for you to always come from a place of, I guess, good, you need to make sure that you are taken care of, because you don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want people to use you and drain you dry. Excuse me, because when that happens, you get angry, you start lashing out, and that's where that, impulsive energy comes from, right? That energy from Sagittarius comes from. And if you have Sagittarius energy in, those major places in your chart, you're not going to think when it's time for you to respond. You're just going to lash out. And when you lash out, you're not going to realize till after the fact that you lashed out, when you could have simply just taken a step back and communicated. So balance your energy out, okay? And take it seriously. It's okay to take it seriously. And it's a level of self-love and self-care that not a lot of people are privy to. And you are to teach them that that is a different type of self-love. Okay, my love? Alrighty. I love you dearly, Virgos. And I am definitely taking this message in. This reading, it went in a different direction than I really thought. The meaning was a lot different than I really thought it was going to be in the beginning, and I love that. I love that. It got deep. So my Virgo moon is going to take this message to heart because I needed it. All right, my love. So I will see you guys next month for your January 2025 reading. Oh my God. And if you are following me on TikTok, I will see you guys the following Sunday or Monday or Tuesday when you see this, because I do post my weeklies on TikTok. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Bye.